Om Shanti. Good morning. While listening to the song today, who was remembered? Oh friend, I have found 3 jewels. This song reminds us about Dadi Janki. This song was composed on Dadi's class. And once Dadi had conducted class, oh my friend, I have found 3 jewels. Dadi had conducted class about this song. And then this song was played. And therefore, whenever this song was played, Dadi's heart would dance. So today Baba's Murli is also based on that. Baba says, if you children have to attain the kingdom of the world, then you have to pay attention. First is study, and the second is service. Baba says, the more you pay attention to study, you will have the inculcation of the divine virtues. The qualification will be good, and you will be able to do service very well. And the arrow will be shot in service. And for service, Baba is saying 3 things. Baba says you should need good qualification. Baba says character should be very good. And secondly, Baba says you should have good inculcation. And thirdly, Baba says that you should have the stage of soul consciousness. And if you have these 3 things, in the last, Baba says, you should have honesty in your heart. The more you are honest, your all desires will be fulfilled. And sometimes Baba says, while doing service, children will have the stage of becoming body conscious, and therefore there will be no good result. The way Baba is, however he is, have to be known accurately and have to believe in him, and they are called theists. And if we are not unable to understand Baba well, then it is called to be atheist. Baba says, those who are theists, they will only claim the inheritance from the Father, and those who are atheists cannot claim the kingdom. The song in today's Murli is, our pilgrimage is unique. Which is our pilgrimage? Our pilgrimage is the land of liberation and liberation from life. We are on the pilgrimage. People on the path of devotion go on pilgrimage. They become tired. Our pilgrimage is unique. We have to sit quietly, have the pilgrimage of remembrance. Baba says your pilgrimage is unique and lovely. So we will listen to Baba's invaluable version, 3 January 2025. Sweet children, The incorporeal Father gives you His own directions and makes you into theists. Only by becoming theists can you claim the inheritance from the Father. There are many who believes in the incorporeal one. There are many devotees of Shiv Baba, but they are not following his direction. Only those who follow his direction are theists, and only they can claim the inheritance from the Father. Question: what two aspects must you pay full attention in order to claim the unlimited kingdom? Answer: to the study, and secondly, to doing service. Study and service. In order to do service, your characters must be very good. The study is very wonderful. It is through which you claim a kingdom. From the Copper Age onwards, you received a kingdom by making donations and performing charity. However, in order to claim the kingdom of the world, you need good study. You now become princes and princesses through this study. The song, our pilgrimage is unique. Om Shanti. You sweetest spiritual children heard a line of the song. Which is your pilgrimage? Your pilgrimage is to sit quietly at home and go to the land of liberation. Your pilgrimage is to sit quietly at home and go to the land of liberation. Whereas all the pilgrimages of the world are common, your pilgrimage is unique. When people go to the pilgrimages, the intellect's yoga of a human being continues to wander towards sages and holy men. You children have been given the direction only to remember the Father. He is the incorporeal Father. Our intellect yoga is with one Father, and the intellect of the human beings were with many. It isn't that those who believe in the incorporeal Father follow the directions of the incorporeal one. There are many who believe in Shiv Baba. There are many different opinions in the world. Incorporeal directions are given by the incorporeal Father, and by following them, people claim the highest status of liberation and liberation in life. By following the directions of the incorporeal Father, people will claim the highest status of liberation and liberation in life. Others know none of these things. They simply say that they believe in the incorporeal one. If you ask anybody, whom do you believe? If it is Shiv Baba's devotees, they will say that they believe in the incorporeal one. There are innumerable directions. In the golden age, there is only one direction, whereas in the iron age, there are innumerable directions. There are innumerable religions. There must be hundreds of thousands of directions. Baba says in the Iron Age, in every home, Each one has his own direction. Here only the one Father gives you the most elevated directions to make you into the most elevated of humans. When people see your pictures, many ask you, what have you created? When people doesn't understand about the pictures, they ask you, what have you created? What is the main thing? Tell them this is the knowledge of the Creator and the beginning, the middle and the end of creation. When they look at the world cycle or the tree, they see what it is. So tell them that this is the knowledge of the Creator and the beginning, the middle and the end of creation. It is through this knowledge that we become theists. By becoming theists, we receive the inheritance from the Father. We lose the inheritance by becoming atheist. The task of you children now is to change atheist into theist. You have now received this introduction from the Father. To accurately know the Father means to become theist. The picture of the Trimurti is very clear. Brahmins created through Brahma are definitely needed. This sacrificial fire only functions through you Brahmins. This sacrificial fire is a very important one. First of all, you have to explain that the Father is the highest Father of all and that all souls are brothers. They all remember the one Father. He is called the Father. You receive the inheritance from the Father, the Creator. You can't receive it from the creation. This is why everyone remembers God. Everybody remember God so that they can claim the inheritance from Him. The Father is the Creator of heaven and He only comes in Bharat. He comes here to carry out His task. What task He accomplishes? He creates heaven. The Father is the Creator of heaven. He comes in Bharat and He performs His task. The picture of the Trimurti is very good. That one is Baba and this one is Dada. In the picture of Trimurti, there is Baba and Dada. Baba is establishing the Sun dynasty kingdom through Brahma. The Father says, remember me and your sins will be absolved. Your aim and objective is completely clear. This is why Baba has made the medals made. In today's Baba's Murli, Baba has emphasized on medals. That is why Baba has made the medals. Tell them, we explain everything in short in 2 words. Badge is our medal. Be wearing the badges and tell them that we explain everything in short in 2 words. You can receive the inheritance from the Father in a second. The Father is the Creator of heaven. These medals are very good. However, Medals are very good. However, many body conscious children do not understand them. What's the reason? Body consciousness. Many body consciousness children do not understand. Baba says these medals contain the whole of this knowledge of a second. Baba comes and makes Bharat into heaven. Only the Father establishes the world anew. The most elevated confluence age has been remembered. You're all having your medals, isn't it? Are your medals in your rooms? But after you go from here, will you wear your badges or the medals? Baba says you shouldn't come in body consciousness. You are the ones who are soul conscious sitting here. So you have to be wearing your medals. Only the Father establishes the world anew. The most elevated confluence age has been remembered. All of this knowledge should trickle in your intellects. Some do have yoga, but they don't listen to the knowledge, and so they are unable to imbibe anything. The children who do service are able to imbibe this knowledge very well. And therefore Baba says they should have good character of those who do service, should have good inculcation of knowledge. The Father comes and does the service of changing human beings into deities. But some children don't do any service. Baba says everything in the Murli. Baba is doing so much of service, but some children are not doing any service. So what use are such children? Those who do Baba's service, they climb onto Father's heart. Baba says, my part in the drama is to liberate everyone from Ravan's kingdom. Rama's kingdom and Ravan's kingdom have been remembered in Bharat. Now who is Rama? People don't even know this. They sing the purifier, the God of the devotees is one. Therefore, when anyone comes for the first time, give him the Father's introduction. Those who come for the first time in Baba's center or in the exhibition, give him the Father's introduction. Baba teaches us how you have to explain to anyone. First judge the person and then explain accordingly. The unlimited Father comes to give you the inheritance of unlimited happiness. He doesn't have a body of his own, and so how does he give the inheritance? He himself says, I teach you Raj Yoga through the body of Brahma and enable you to claim that status. It takes a second to explain this medal. This medal is so tiny. However, those who explain it have to be very soul conscious. Those who do service should be soul conscious. There are very few of them. Baba is giving the result. Those who are doing service in the soul conscious stage are very few of them. No one makes this effort. And this is why Baba says, write your chart and see how much time you stay in a remembrance throughout the whole day. While working in your office throughout the day, you have to stay in a remembrance. Baba is teaching how you should keep balance. While working in your office throughout the day, you have to stay in a remembrance. You have to act. Here you are made to sit in yoga and told to remember the Father. At that time you are not acting. When you sit in yoga, you don't perform any act. You have to remember Baba even whilst acting because you're karma yogis. You're karma yogis, you have to remember Baba even while acting. Otherwise you will form the habit of having to sit specially to have remembrance. Baba says you have to become karma yogi. Otherwise you will form the habit of sitting specially to have remembrance. Only when you stay in remembrance while acting will you be recognized as the karma yogis. Baba is teaching the balance of becoming karma yogis. You definitely do have to play your parts. It is only in this remembrance that Maya causes obstacles. None of you write your charts honestly. Some of you write that you stayed in remembrance for half an hour or for 3/4 of an hour. What Baba tells them? Even that must have been remembrance in the early morning and the whole day. You might not be remembering Baba. You forget remembering. And so Baba says even that must have been remembrance in the early morning. On the path of devotion too, people wake up in the morning and chant Rama's name while turning the beads of a rosary. It isn't that they are lost in the one at that time. No, they also have many other thoughts. Firm devotees are able to still their intellects. This is a silent mantra. This is a new aspect. The word Manmanabhav is mentioned in the Gita. However, because Shri Krishna's name is used, they remember Shri Krishna. They don't understand anything. Then once again Baba says, you should definitely have some medals with you. You should have medals with you. Tell them the Father is explaining through the body of Brahma and we have love for that Father. We have love for that Father. People have no knowledge of souls or the Supreme Soul. No one but the Father can give this knowledge. The picture of Trimurti Shiva is the main one, the Father and the inheritance. It is very easy to understand the cycle. There are hundreds of thousands of subjects created at the exhibitions. There are very few kings. What service we have to do? Baba said there are very few kings. There are hundreds of thousands of subjects created at the exhibitions. There are very few kings. but the subjects are in the region of millions. Many become subjects, but you have to make effort to create kings. Our service is to make effort to create kings. Those who do more service will definitely receive a higher status. Some children are very keen to do service. They say, I want to leave my job. They come and ask Baba, Baba, I want to leave my job. There is enough for me to eat anyway. I now belong to Baba, and so I will be looked after by Shiv Baba. So what do Baba says? Will Baba give you Shrimad to leave your job? Baba says, however, Baba says, I enter this one's body in a stage of retirement. Brahma Baba was at the age of 60. Shiv Baba says, I enter this one's body in his age of retirement. The mothers are young, and so even while living at home, they carry on doing both types of service. And therefore Baba doesn't give any Shrimad to leave your job and do service. Baba advises each of you according to your circumstances. A great deal of trouble is caused if they are not allowed to marry. This is why Baba first sees each one's karmic accounts before he gives advice. Baba would see the circumstances, then give advices. To a Kumar, he would say, you can do service and claim the inheritance from the unlimited Father by doing this service. What would you receive from that Father? Just dust. Everything is going to turn to dust. Day by day, less time remains. Many children believe that they will inherit their father's property, but the Father says they are not going to inherit anything. They are not going to inherit anything. All of that property is going to turn to ashes. They think that those who leave behind will eat from that inheritance. It takes time. It takes no time for the wealth of the wealthy to be destroyed. Death is standing ahead of you. No one will be able to claim that inheritance. There are very few who can explain this very clearly. Only those who do a lot of service will claim a high status. Therefore, they have to be given regard. Baba says, serviceable children have to be given regard. You have to learn from them. You have to give regard for 21 births. Why Baba is saying that you have to give regard for 21 births? They will automatically claim a high status, and so they will be given regard wherever they go. They themselves can understand that whatever they have received is good. They become very happy with whatever they receive. You have to pay full attention to the study and to doing service in order to claim the kingdom. The study is unlimited. The kingdom is being established. You study this education here and become princes there. When human beings donate wealth, They take birth to a king or a wealthy person. From the Copper Age onwards, they take birth to a king or a wealthy people. However, that happiness is temporary. You have to pay a great deal of attention to the study. You should be concerned about doing service. You should want to go to your village and do service there. Many there will be benefited. Baba knows that as yet no one has any interest in doing such service. A good character is also needed. It shouldn't be that you do disservice and thereby defame the name of this yajna. Baba says, it shouldn't be that you do disservice and thereby defame the name of this yajna and also incur a loss for yourself. Baba explains everything clearly. There is so much concern for medals. Baba has so much concern for medals. It is understood that according to the drama, it will take time. This translate of Lakshmi Narayan is first. However, today you children have the omens of Jupiter, whereas tomorrow there will be the omens of an eclipse of Rahu. Each of you has to watch your part in the drama as a detached observer. If anybody is having omens of eclipse of Rahu, there should be no questions. You have to be a detached observer. Only a very few claim a high status. It is possible that your bad omens will be removed. Baba says, be a detached observer. If your bad omens are removed, you will be able to take a high jump. Make effort to create a good life for yourself. What others are doing, instead of seeing that, make effort to create a good life for yourself. Otherwise, everything will be destroyed for cycle after cycle. You will think that the bad omens have come again as they did in the previous cycle. When you don't follow Srimad, you cannot claim his status. God's Srimad is the highest of all. No one but you can understand the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan. Others just say that the pictures are very good. When you see these pictures, the incorporeal world, the subtle region, the corporeal world, and the whole world cycle enters your intellects. Looking at the pictures, you will have the entire knowledge in your intellects. You are becoming knowledgeful, number-wise according to the efforts you make. Baba says you are becoming knowledgeful, number-wise according to the efforts you make. Baba becomes very happy on seeing these pictures. While looking at the picture of Lakshmi and Narayan, Baba becomes very happy. You students should experience a lot of happiness. This is what we are becoming through the study. You receive a high status through the study. It shouldn't be that you say, whatever is in my fortune. You receive a reward by making effort. You have found the Father who inspires you to make effort. You will reach a very bad state if you don't follow his directions. If you don't follow Baba's Srimad, you will reach a very bad state. First of all, explain these medals to anyone who comes. Those who are worthy would instantly ask, "Can I have one?" To those who explain on the medals, those who are worthy would instantly ask, "Can I have one? Can I have one?" Baba says, "Yes, indeed. Why not?" Those who belong to this religion will be struck by an arrow. They can be benefited. The Father gives you heaven on the palm of your hand in a second. You should have a lot of happiness about this. You should give this knowledge to the devotees of Shiva. Even yesterday Baba spoke the Murli on Shiv Jayanti. Shiv Jayanti is the true Deepavali to us. Today also Baba says, you should give this knowledge to the devotees of Shiva. Tell them, Shiv Baba says, by remembering me, you will become the kings of kings. Simply do the service throughout the day. Baba has remembered two places. One is Banaras and Bombay. One is the temple to Kashi and the other is the temple to Babalnath. In Banaras especially, there are many temples to Shiva and so good service can be done there. Someone or other will emerge. It is very easy service. Just try it and see. You will of course be given food. Just do service. There are centers there anyway. Go to the temples in the morning and come back at night. Just open some centers. You can do the most service in the Shiva temples. Shiva temples are the most elevated. In Bombay there is a temple to Babalnath. You can go there for the whole day to do service and benefit many. These medals are good enough for doing service. Baba says these medals are good enough. Just try it and see. Baba says not just 100,000 medals, you can even make a million medals. There are millions of Baba's children now. The elderly can do very good service. Those who are retired, the elderly can do very good service. There will be many subjects created. The Father just says, remember me, that's all. You have forgotten the word Manmanabhav. Remember Manmanabhav. Baba says, only remember me alone. You have forgotten the word Manmanabhav. God says, Shri Krishna is not God. He takes the full 84 births. Shiva Baba enables Shri Krishna to claim that status. What need is there to stumble? The Father says, just remember me. Now Shivratri is about to come and therefore the entire Murli is about Shivratri. You can do the best service in the Shiva temples. In order to achieve success in service, You go to Shiva temple and explain. But in order to achieve success in service, serve while stabilized in a soul conscious stage. When your heart is clean, all your desires are fulfilled. One is soul conscious stage and the other is your heart should be clean. Baba especially gives advice to Banaras because there are also ashrams for retired people there. Tell them we Brahmins are the children of Brahma. The Father says through Brahma, remember me so that your sins are absolved. There is no other way. From morning until night, sit in the Shiva temples and do service. Just try it and see. Baba says, just try it and see. Shiva Baba himself says, there are many temples to me. No one will say anything to you. If you sit and do service there, no one will say anything to you. Instead, they will become even happier, saying that you praise Shiva Baba a great deal. Tell them, this Brahma is a Brahmin. He is not a deity. This one also remembers Shiva Baba and claims that status. Through this one, Shiva Baba says, constantly remember me alone. It is so easy. No one would ever insult elderly people. If elderly people go to Shiva temple to explain, no one would ever insult. Not much service has taken place in Banaras as yet. It is very easy to explain using the medals and pictures. If someone poor, tell him, we are giving it to you for free. If someone is wealthy, tell him, if you give something, we can have even more made to benefit many more. And so there would be benefit for you. This business of yours will be the best. To go to Shiva temple and to do service, Baba says, let someone just try it and see. Acha, to you sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, Father, Bab, Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to you spiritual children. We spiritual children's love, remembrance, good morning and namaste, namaste, namaste. Thank you, Baba, thank you. Essence for Dharana from today's Murli. The first point, imbibe this knowledge in your life and do service. Have regard for those who do a lot of service and who have very good characters. Second point, form the habit of staying in remembrance while doing anything. In order to achieve success in the service you do, have a stage of soul consciousness and keep your heart clean. Today's sweet blessing, may you become an embodiment of solutions and celebrate a farewell ceremony to all problems. May you become an embodiment of solutions and celebrate a farewell ceremony to all problems. The rosary of you souls who are embodiments of solutions will be ready when you are stable in your complete stage. In your complete stage, you experience all problems as though they are childish games, that is, they are finished. For instance, when a child came in front of Father Brahma with a problem, he wouldn't have had the courage to speak about that problem. He would forget that thing. Baba had the complete stage. Children would forget their problem. In the same way, you children also have to become embodiments of solutions, and you will then celebrate the farewell ceremony to all problems for half a cycle. Baba says, become embodiments of solutions, and you will then celebrate the farewell ceremony to all problems for half a cycle. The solution to all the problems of the world is transformation. Slogan: those who constantly churn the knowledge remain safe from Maya's attractions. Those who constantly churn this knowledge remain safe from Maya's attractions. Today is Avyakta signal. With your powerful mind, do the service of giving Sakash. Be stable in your double light angelic form. Be a detached observer, and while observing all parts, give Sakash, that is cooperation, because you are instruments to benefit everyone. To give Sakash is to fulfill your responsibility, but you have to give Sakash while in an elevated stage. Together with serving with words, also do the service of giving Sakash with an attitude of good wishes in your mind. Acha, Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Madhuban and trial brothers and sisters will have deep tapasya from 4th January to 7th January. Will be in Mansarovar. In order to sit in this bhatti, you have to give your names to Brother Chunesh and post in Madhuban group. Today's program detail: 10:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. meditation, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. class by Sister Urmila. How to win over laziness and carelessness is the topic of the class. And in the evening there will be meditation, and class will be in the conference hall. Brother Bhagwan will give class how to make effort to become equal to Father Brahma. And then there will be yoga. The evening yoga in class will be in the Diamond Hall. Mera Society Subzone brothers and sisters have information. From 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. in Gyanmoti Meditation Hall, you all have to assemble. Brother Atam Prakash will meet all of you. Om Shanti. the original religion, our own form of us children. Baba says when you got information, when you recognized it, when you accepted it, accepting it means we experienced Him. As Baba says, I am what I am, no one knows me like that. So, we children also, we are what we are. Even if we are incognito before the world, but the Father wants, despite being incognito, children are going to be revealed before the world. Baba is always incognito. While being incognito, in order to reveal children, Father shows an example on earth by making children like Him. Om Shanti.